Here we are back in the garage again. I've been posting a few of these little Christmas trees. I've been making some of those, and I thought I'd just do a little video now and show you how to make one. It's just for a bit of fun on my old lathe. I'm not an expert, so if you're thinking of commenting saying, "Oh, you should be using this skew chisel on that," save your breath. All right. So yeah, okay. I'll show you how it's done. First thing, bit of wood. This is an old bit of chestnut. Would have been originally delivered to me as firewood, and it's been stuck in the old in the garden undercover for 2 or 3 years probably. So it shouldn't split. If you get a log and just turn it straight away, it'll just split anyway after a while. And you can always tell because you get like what's called shakes, which is little splits across there. But this one looks pretty clean. So yeah, log to Christmas tree. Right, here we go. I'm going to rough this out, take the bark off, and basically just get it round first. Safety goggles on. Away we go. Start off nice and slow. You'll notice here that I'm not going right to the end. I'm leaving a bit of bark on the base because it gives it a nice original sort of bark base. Just flat ash. Whoop, hey. Just got this flat chisel now because I'm just going to square off the base at this point. Going in nice and steady. Grab a bit. There you go. You can see that that's nice and flat now on the base, and I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep quite a bit of this bit of bark on actually, because it's quite nice really, and leave it quite rough, and then the rest of the tree will come up here. Okay, so I speeded it up a bit now, and I'm going to sort of start to get the cone shape. Just take some of the beef off it, for want of a better word. There we go, so we're getting our cone shape now. So there we go, we've got our basic cone shape. Now I'm going to take out this section to form the trunk of the tree. So, parting tool, I'm going to start cutting into that, get the trunk shape. Switch over to a flat chisel now, take a bit more out. So there we go, we've now got a trunk and a cone, and we've got a nice bark base. What I'm going to do now is use the parting tool to actually cut some nice grooves in here, give it a bit more texture. So, parting tool, and now I'm just going to work my way down the tree, taking out shape there. Nice and gently. So I'll leave a width and then cut out a width. you go. So we've now put all the grooves in. So we'll give it a little bit of sand up next. Take the corners off. Right, so we've sanded it down a bit. We're pretty much done now, but before we actually sort of finish this off and finish the top off, we're going to do the sealing and polishing while it's still on the lathe, because it's a bit easier. So I'm going to put some of this sealer on. I'm actually using Tesco mayonnaise here. No, I'm not really. That's just a jar. But to get it into all the little grooves, we've got a lolly stick and a bit of rag, just so that I can get that sealer right in there, so we don't miss anything. As you can see, whilst it's on the lathe, it's a lot easier. And then once I've sealed all this, we'll put some furniture wax polish on it, polish it up. You can see why you leave it on the lathe for polishing, because it saves a lot of elbow grease. You can get a nice shine on it quite easy. Alright, so we're almost there. Okay, so we can now take it out of the lathe. There she comes, right. Okay, there we go, looking good. All we need to do now is just take this little bit off the top, which we'll do by hand with my favourite old chisel that I've had for about 40 years. It's a bit like a sharpening pencil, really. Taking off a little bit at a time to get to a nice point. There we go, so just finish that off to a point. A little bit of sealer, a little bit of polish on the end, and then we're done. Just tidy up the base, take that little bit off. Job done. So there we go. Christmas trees.